I'm mildly amused at how blatant some of it is, but aside from that, this is all one big ride that's become tedious. Certain social media platforms are notorious for censoring anything they don't like/find profitable. And let's not even speculate the backdoor deals between politicians and tech giants. It's reaching levels of ridiculousness so fast that even the normies are waking. Normies? The people who go to work, stress about bills and gather around their overpriced television to worship the nightly news and The Bachelor. One of my friends has a hysterical mother who texts him on a daily basis. She thinks he's going to die of the coof. I am not a medical doctor, just an anxiety-ridden analyzer person, shrugs writer, but we live in Australia, in a state with a spread population, and one that's smaller than our counterparts in other areas of this country. The coof also has a 99% plus recovery rate. Data is conflicting, depending on which news outlet is paid to run a headline or get clicks, but that is a fact, unless you're elderly or have other health issues. Yesterday, Dr. Malone, a scientist in the relevant field for over 30 years, who has recently been attacked by the MSM, said that the average COVID death was in addition to an average of 4 comorbidities possessed by the deceased. Also, if you're hit by a car but your autopsy says you had Rona antibodies, they register you as a COVID death. Why? The old saying follow the money is a good direction to start walking in. Hospitals are granted more money to deal with cases. There's also the predictable power grab and ego trips by those in charge. We're all wearing masks because we had one case. Not a death, nothing dramatic. A case. A French dude with a cold. On top of this, our dictator premier, governor type, has brought forward the apartheid that was imminent next month to now. People who haven't had the coof shot can't go to pubs or restaurants with a certain capacity, no clubs and certain places of business after midnight, because apparently the coof is extra dangerous when the clock strikes 12? Unfortunately, the definition of words has changed to accommodate the inadequacy of the coof shot/Fauci sauce. Everyone I speak to falls into one of these categories. 1. I'll just get the shot so they STFU and let me eat at a restaurant and travel again. 2. I have to get it or I can't feed my kids, or pay my mortgage because they're going to fire me due to a one-size-fits-all government policy. 3. I'm scared. Rona is so bad. We all need to get the shots, and any boosters the government tells us to. This is the new plague. Wake up. 4. No thanks, it's too rushed, the tech has never been used in this way before. There are some scary potential adverse effects. I'll wait and see. I respect all of these viewpoints. Maybe not 1 or 3 as much lol, medical decisions should be personal. You are the one who has to deal with whatever happens to your body after your choice. Not that you have one in this situation if your job/livelihood depends on you complying with the ever-changing rules, your genes, and personal health status is unique. Whether you believe those deathbed regret articles which always come out in the same 24 hours period the world over, featuring people apparently lamenting they should have loaded up with the Fauci sauce, or whether you witness your partner, sister, work colleague etc. have to go to the ER because of a severe adverse effect and you have reason to believe it will happen to you, you make your decision based on the information you have access to. The problem I have with this one is that any questioning or evidence straying from the MSM and widely accepted narrative gets you blocked and banned from the propaganda sites masquerading as social media. They even strike people for memes and jokes. When I posted the blog entry with this pic, they put a banner across the bottom linking it to facts about Rona. LOL, when you silence ideas, that's fascist. If something is not a good idea, the market will speak and there will be debate and discussion. Silencing another side just means you're scared of losing your control. Whatever your decision, I support you, go for it. But I can't help but notice some of these measures don't benefit anyone except the PTB. I'm writing this today because if you are category 4 or 5, in this state of Australia, you can't meet your friends for dinner at a restaurant or go to a pub with a license for a certain capacity of people. You can't attend an event at a stadium anymore, even if you purchased tickets before the rules were made. In a state with 1 confirmed case at the time of writing this, in a country that's closed borders for over 2 years, except to the triple injected, and famous people/sports people allowed to bypass protocol, refugees, or those okay with the hefty bill and a stay in a hotel room. Segregation has begun. Again. Showing the nobody door bitch your medical status to get a beer or socialize, a key aspect of the human psyche and experience? Carrying papers to appease the state when they demand you show them? It's no longer conspiracy. Never was for those who learn history. I'll never discriminate against someone because of their medical decision or color or gender or religion or blah blah blah. The state wants you infighting so you don't notice what they're up to. It doesn't matter if you're first class or third class passenger, we're all going down with the ship of tyranny. TLDR, the state wants to segregate people and cause more division and animosity. I support your personal medical decision, whichever one that is. If something has a consequence, all the information must be given. None of this bullshit makes sense. If Karen wants further information on why I'd be saying all this, please look into Peter McCulloch and Robert Malone. Don't stop at the slanderous articles that sprung up as soon as he started to discuss his otherwise on track to a Nobel Prize work, and the gremlin, Fauci, and his trail of death stemming from the 80s while always being wrong about his predictions. Everyone needs to calm down and not let their fear or emotion dictate their actions. https://howbed.info/ is apparently a site where you can check if your batch numbers have been known to cause injury. I'm done judging everyone now. The end. LOL. Just a thought. Where in history have we seen similar? It is not to shrink the horrible crimes in the world's history of that time period, but it is very creepy to witness similarities. This post was originally published Jan 6th 2022.
No, it's duck. Duck is with an A. Duck spelt with a U.